Bill Van Nortwick dedicated decades leading efforts to improve pro bono and legal services. This award honors the life, legacy, and friendship of these two champions whose commitment to those less fortunate while remaining true to the highest principles of our judicial system helped create the touchstone by which we measure excellence. This competitive award recognizes projects by FFLA grantees that affect a substantial number of poor persons, addresses an important poverty law issue, involves significant commitment of grantee program resources and staff, and reflect legal work which is of a high professional level. The award committee included board members Sarah Courtney Bragiori, Brian Curry, who I saw here, Maria Gonzalez, retired Justice Peggy Quince, who's a recipient here today, and Ashley Sebesma. It was chaired by former Florida Bar Foundation President Maria Henderson, Judge Van Nortwick's wife. Thank you all to all of you for your service. This year, 2 projects tied for first place. One is a project undertaken by Florida Health Justice Project, and the other is a joint project by Florida Health Justice Project and Southern Legal Counsel. I'd like to first tell you about Florida Health Justice Project's work to ensure low-income, medically fragile adults like Blanca Meza have access to important medical supplies. Blanca, whose family of 7 earns $48,000 a year, has cerebral palsy. She is fully incontinent. When Blanca turned 21, Medicaid coverage of her incontinence supplies was terminated. Her family could not afford to change her briefs twice a day, which posed grave health risks to Blanca. She faced infections, skin breakdown, and ulceration. Because at least 480 other medically fragile children turning 21 lose this coverage each year, FHJP took Blanca's case in an effort to secure these needed medical supplies. FHJP brought federal litigation in the Middle District of Florida, United States District Court, Jacksonville Division. The lawsuit brought both a Federal Medicaid Act claim as well as an ADA Title II claim. FHJP then got class certification. Last year, after several months of mediation and redrafted settlement agreements, the parties reached an agreement which awaits court approval. In the intervening time, the state finalized its proposed policy and now provides coverage of incontinence supplies to individuals over 21. As a result of FHJP's efforts, disabled and medically fragile people turning 21 now have continuing needed supplies. I'd now like to ask Lynn Hearn and Ronnie Graham of Florida Health Justice Project to join me on stage to accept their award. Our other first place winner, don't go too far, Ronnie and Lynn. Our other first place winner is a joint project by Florida Health Justice Project and Southern Legal Counsel that successfully recovered medical care coverage that had been discontinued for some low-income Floridians. The goal of the project was to allow low-income Medicaid recipients access to medical care that their doctors and the state had previously deemed medically necessary and covered. An administrative rule adopted in 2022 by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration concluded gender-affirming medical care was experimental, which resulted in a ban of coverage of this type of care. This federal case involved more than 15 experts, more than 62,000 documents produced by the state in discovery, 19 depositions, more than 356 trial exhibits in support of the plaintiff's case, and 10 Daubert motions. For those of you who don't know what Daubert motions are, those are very painful litigated things. We attorneys, we hate them. The law firm of Pillsbury, Winthrop, Shaw, Pittman provided countless pro bono hours to help Florida Health Justice Project and Southern Legal Counsel. After a 7-day trial, the judge entered an order reinstating the plaintiff's rights to the previously provided medical coverage. This case is currently on appeal, and the team continues to work toward restoring access to health care for more than 12,000 Floridian citizens. I'd like to invite Simone Chris of Southern Legal Counsel, Ronnie Graham, and Lynn Hearn of Florida Health Justice Project to the stage to accept the award. Congratulations. You know, it was about a month ago I met Ronnie for the first time. I never knew I'd see him so much. Our second runner-up is a joint project by Legal Services of Greater Miami, Southern Legal Counsel, and ACLU of Florida. Attorneys from these organizations brought a federal lawsuit in the Southern District of Florida challenging the City of Miami's practice of seizing and destroying property belonging to homeless individuals. The litigation resulted in settlement agreement in which the city agreed to amend its policies, pay damages to the 4 plaintiffs, and pay attorney's fees and costs. Jody Siegel and Dan Marshall of Southern Legal Counsel and Jeff Hearn from Legal Services of Greater Miami, please come to the stage to accept this award. All right, I appreciate your attention here this morning. Thank you so much. My job is done. Today's my last meeting. They're getting work out of me.
Okay. Congratulations to our Goldstein Van Norwick winners. And now I am pleased, Suzanne, to introduce you to join me on stage, Judge Van Wyck. I'm giving you the silent treatment.
Thank you. Good morning. And I'm going to give Bob a little bit of a break now. I'm Suzanne Van Wyck out of Tallahassee, your immediate past president of FFLA. And as all of you know who have done board work, board service, that's the best possible position to be in, correct? In fact, I thought for the first year, I would just get to sit and enjoy breakfast since I didn't get to eat it at all last year. But since we're all pinch hitting as our president is unable to join us today, I decided to step in and help out. So for those without access, there can be no justice in most civil legal matters. Those who cannot afford a lawyer are unable to access our justice system. And when they try it on their own, they don't know the system or its rules, and I can attest to this daily in my position as an administrative law judge. The majority of cases that are brought by persons representing themselves. It prolongs and slows down the process. It puts a strain on the limited resources of our courts and our clerks. FFLA's board will be laser focused on fulfilling our mission of funding Florida